This is the afternoon weather update. This is for Monday, the 24th of July. Just the way we like it. Nice and quiet this week. You know, the weather's not always extreme and all this. Sometimes it's just kind of routine, and that's going to be the case. We are watching the tropics. Things are quiet there for now. At some point, it'll break loose. Let's talk about the situation today. This is the upper air look across the country. And again, we've got that 6,000-meter upper high that's centered right on the New Mexico-Colorado border. That's the center of the heat bubble that's been over the southwest for weeks. And, of course, a downstream trough over the eastern states, and that's delivered some really refreshing air for this time of the year. And certainly it's pretty toasty outside, but the dew points are low and it feels pretty good. And in this dry air, it is a sunny day. Visible satellite view. Sunny for the northern counties. Got a field of fair weather cumulus clouds over the southern counties of the state, and nothing. All 67 Alabama counties are dry. We're doing this update live at 2:40. We note some storms over southeast Missouri, a few showers well offshore, but again, very quiet day here across the deep south. Temperature is, not bad, mostly under 90. Look at Cullman, 84, and that's with full sunshine. Haleyville, 88. The humidity values are low in the 20 to 30% range in many spots. About as nice as it gets for late July in Alabama. We do note low 90s for the southern counties of the state. Montgomery at 92, Mobile at 91. But again, that's just not that bad. Quiet day across the country. There's the watch warning map. We note a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and Vermont. A few scattered heat advisories out west. Got a marginal risk of severe storms this evening north of Alabama, around the Ohio River, also in the northeast. This is tomorrow. Risks well to the north. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, got a risk of severe storms, places like Des Moines, Chicago, Indianapolis, and Cleveland. Rain for the next 7 days. How about nothing? Now, understand, as we get toward Friday and the weekend, we will see a few little popcorn afternoon storms that will be around, but they should be few and far between, and many spots will be dry, but you might catch a shower by the time the weekend gets here. But it's a very dry pattern. So in the tropics, dawn is done. Up there in the North Atlantic, it's post-tropical in the colder water. Got a couple of X's elsewhere. We've got Invest 95L approaching the Windward Islands, and we've been watching that since it came off the coast of Africa. And again, just a 20% chance of that developing in the short term and the long term. Very dry air, subsidence. We don't expect that to develop. The other one that's the higher latitude system that's east of the Bahamas, again, the Hurricane Center giving this only a 20% chance of development as it approaches the South Atlantic coast of the United States. And again, conditions just don't look favorable for development there. Again, a lot of dry air, and the upper air wind profile is not especially favorable for that. And the rest of the Atlantic basin is very quiet. Nothing around the Gulf of Mexico. So, model fans, here we go, the GFS, the 12Z run. This is tomorrow afternoon at 4. Got the upper high over New Mexico, Arizona, the Texas Panhandle, troughing over the eastern states. And again, for us, it'll be a sunny day. We start the day in the 60s. The high will be in the 90s. And again, the humidity value is not that bad. And it's going to be a very quiet week. This is Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And by Friday, enough moisture could be back in place for a few little isolated splash and dash random afternoon storms. But the chance of any one spot getting wet most likely will be under 20%. And that'll be the case for the weekend. This is Saturday. And this is Sunday. Mostly sunny days, fair nights, highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. And any afternoon storms very widely spaced. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, the 31st of July. Meteorological summer 2/3 done. Got the 594 upper high really on top of us. Thankfully, the heights are coming down a bit for our friends back in the southwest. And again, with that upper high in place, just hot, mostly dry. Storms hard to find. Let's go out 10 days. Thursday, August 3rd, Thursday of next week. A little weakness in the ridge, and that suggests showers and storms could be a little more active by then. But we all know this is 10 days out. And again, if I take my box off here, you note that little tropical low that shows up a little southeast of Miami. But hey, this is 10 days out. We all know the GFS is famous for putting systems down that never, ever happen. Rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble, the mean a little over 1 inch between now and the 9th of August. Heat levels coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. And again, I would shave a few degrees off those numbers. It's been running a little too hot this summer, but mostly mid-90s and lows in the 70s. Very typical dog day weather into early August. And hot off the presses, got the brand new CPC Outlook. This is for August 1st through August 7th. Temperatures nice and cool up in the north. I say cool, but below average, we'll say that, in the northeast. And down here, kind of a tight gradient. Temperatures well above average near the Gulf Coast, slightly above average for the northern counties of the state, as the upper ridge should begin to weaken at some point toward mid-August. So that'll do it for the afternoon update today. Again, we're not going to have book signings for a couple of weeks. Again, I'm going to try and take a few days off next week. Because it'll be the last chance to do that, because guess what's about to start? Schools. And it is jam-packed. I am booked for the entire year. It is a jam-packed year already, which is going to be exciting. This week I will be doing a program on Wednesday at River Chase United Methodist. Their day school. Have a big summer program there. That'll be fun. Looking forward to seeing our friends there. And then speaking to some volunteers at Grace Klein. That is a great ministry. They meet it out at Liberty Church in Hoover on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun. So again, and don't forget, Weather Brains is tonight, our weekly show about weather. This is for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. If you like weather, it's just for you. We do the show Monday nights. Now, we're going to do 2 this week because I'll be off next Monday night. We're going to do one tonight, one Thursday. And you can watch it live on the YouTube channel, Weather Brains, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the podcast version. That'll be out early tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News, right across the hall in Studio A at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.